everybody. It's Tuesday morning. I hope everybody's having a good day. If you're like me and you've heard the news out of Wisconsin, then it's not a good day. I deliberately don't watch TV to avoid the news and all the sadness and tragedy that goes on in our country and around the world. But with me being a YouTube creator and having to turn my phone on and every day, and just videos and news reports pop up on my homepage and I can't help but see them. And then I just this awful tragedy that happened in Wisconsin Sunday at the Christmas parade. It has me very, very depressed. I'm always trying to figure out why. I mean, what is the reasoning behind it? Why would somebody want to do something like that? For those of you who watch me and live in Europe and India and other countries, you may not know what I'm talking about, but on Sunday there was a parade celebrating Christmas, and some evil person plowed his SUV through the parade of people and killed a lot of people. Injured, I think, over 40 people, and several people have died from their injuries. I haven't even been able to read the complete news report about it because it was just horrific. The little bit that I read, I knew that it was going to get me so upset and so depressed that I wouldn't be able to function normally. And I have to function because these grandbabies of mine have to be taken care of so their mom and dad can work and provide for them. But, people are asking why. Why would this Brooks guy want to plow his SUV through people celebrating Christmas and having a good time, or plow his SUV through anything or anybody to cause harm and death? I don't even think it's mental illness. I'm not blaming it on mental illness. It's just pure evil. Just pure devil, satanic evilness, hate. And why the guy was not in prison to begin with his criminal record. The justice system is too lenient. This guy should have never, ever been allowed behind the wheel of a car. He had just tried to run over, or did run over, his girlfriend. One of the reports said that her pants leg had tire marks on it. It just makes me so angry, and I don't like getting angry and upset. I like to just try to keep my life on an even keel and just do the normal daily things that I have to do. But, this can't be ignored. If I were younger, I would take up some type of cause to, I don't know, to ban this type of thing ever happening again. I mean, these people that carry the guns and AR-15 rifles and into crowds and theaters and schools and shoot people and kill innocent people, they've all had a history. They've all had some type of interaction with the criminal justice system, but yet they're still allowed to go about and do it. I mean, I do believe in freedom, and I do believe in the right to carry a weapon to protect yourself, but not the right to just go out and kill innocent people. I mean, these people were just out there having a good time in their community and just celebrating life and Christmas and the birth of Christ and all of these wonderful things that we get to enjoy in our lives. Just to have it taken away in an instant. I remember when I was a kid growing up there in Lumberton. I only remember going once, but it probably was more than once that Lumberton had their little Christmas parade. And, you know, Lumberton it was 2,000 residents back in the 1950s and 60s, and it's still 2,000 residents today. In fact, I believe there is even a smaller population today than there was when I was growing up there. But we would go into town, and there would be a Christmas parade, and Santa Claus would be riding on the top of the fire truck, old fire engine there. You know, those old fire engines, they had a tank on the back of them that carried the water. They didn't have fire hydrants back in those days where the fire trucks would hook up to a fire hydrant. The fire truck actually had to carry the water in a tank on the back of the fire engine and be pumped out of it. Oh, I remember Santa sitting up there in his red suit and his white beard, and he'd be throwing out hard candy. All those little different flavored and different colored, bright colored hard candies. And most of it would be the little peppermint candies. But there would be some little purple and, you know, grape flavored and red and cherry and strawberry flavored hard candies. And oh, I would, when the folks in the parade would throw the candy out, we would run in between the floats and grab ourselves some candy. And then at the end of it, Santa would, the fire engine would stop, and all the kids could climb up onto the fire engine and sit in Santa's lap and tell them what they wanted for Christmas. I always just wanted a little baby doll, and I usually did get one. One of them, I know I told y'all the story. I got too close to the old open flame gas heater and caught her hair on fire and melted part of her little face. But I didn't get a new doll until the next Christmas. I love that doll. I didn't care that she was not perfect anymore. I loved her just the way that she was, with her melted face and her burned off hair. But anyway, my heart is heavy today. It's just absolutely crushed. Of course, I have to watch the news now. I have to keep up with it to see what happens and what the outcome is going to be, and just spending a lot of time in prayer. I just want God to end it, just end all of this evilness and hate. People just feel entitled nowadays to just do whatever they want to do without even realizing the consequences and the hurt and harm that it causes to other people. Just like that girl in that Mexican restaurant that got the plastic container of hot soup, and it was so hot that it melted the lid, and so she took it back into the restaurant and got into an argument with the manager, and she just threw the hot soup right in her face. Just horrific. I hope the manager of that restaurant sues her, and I hope she loses her job. I had read someplace that she was a nurse, but I haven't really had the time nor cared too much about the old South to do any type of investigating on what her background is. I'm just glad that they did find her and that she has been arrested. Although they only charged her with a misdemeanor, and that's too lenient to me. But anyway, I hate bringing y'all sad videos, but I just have to talk about what's on my mind. And there's a lot of sadness on my mind today. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and most of all for taking the time to write comments about my skin condition that I revealed to you in Sunday's video, and for all of the love and support that you've given me, and for telling me that, you know, there's a name for it. It's called dermatillomania. I've never heard of that before, but I looked it up and it is a thing. It's even in the mental health diagnostic manual some of y'all told me about. And thank you for feeling comfortable enough to where you can write about your idiosyncrasies and your anxiety and the things that you do to deal with it. I know it's not easy to write something like that to a stranger on the internet, so I'm happy that you feel comfortable enough to reveal those types of things here on my channel. So thank you for that. And y'all just keep on coming back. Have a wonderful day.